Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Meg. Hi. I'm a little bit late this morning because I was watching The Office and I was all ready to go and then literally was like about to push start. And I was like, oh crap, it's The Office, which would get me kicked off. So I had to wait a little bit, turn some music back on. Hello, good morning. I was just saying how I'm like a couple minutes late because I was watching The Office this morning and I was about to push start and then realized that I was still watching The Office. Okay, so today it's going to be super easy, but you're going to have to concentrate a little bit. So we're only going to do these two words, have and a. Just that. And the reason that we're only doing this little bit is because we're going to use two strands of, well, whatever color you chose. I'm choosing black because I'm going to have black letters here, black letters here, and I think these are going to be a candy cane holly jolly, so red and white striped. So yeah, we're only going to use two strands to do this, and we're going to do the chain stitch. Now the chain stitch, it's not tricky or anything like that, but the tricky part is that we're going to have to make our stitches really, really small. So this is a good way to practice making sure that all your stitches are the same length and all your stitches are small. So just like as a little refresher, if you've never done the chain stitch before, I have practiced it earlier. It makes the letters a little bit thicker, and I'll just show you really quickly how we'll do it because the stitches are going to be really, really tiny, so you might not be able to see it as clearly. And I'm going to use a white colored thread, so an off-white, so that you can see the stitches easier, because with the thread being black and with the stitches being so tiny, it's going to be hard for you to see. I might try and turn the light on as well because it's rainy and gloomy here today. So this is just the practice one. Does that help a little bit? I hope so. Right. So again, this is just the practice one. The chain stitch in general is like this. Well, you can do it two ways, but I'm going to show you the way that we're going to do it right now. So you're going to come up like this, and you're going to make a little loop and come down right where you started. Of course, I went through the knot like I always do. So you're just going to leave that loop. So I like to keep my thumb here. Yeah. And you're going to come up inside of that loop. So it makes like a detached chain stitch. But instead of going on the other side, normally for the detached chain stitch, we just stop right there. For this one, we're just going to keep going. So we're going to make another loop. Right back down. Yeah. And you want to try to keep all of your stitches the same length. Yeah, and then keep going. Straight down again. So that's what we're gonna do, but for the whole letters. So notice they're all the same length. 1, 2, 3. And all the chain stitches are all into each other, almost like a chain link fence. So you can't tell so well, but here I did chain stitches as well. And there's about 4 or 5 chain stitches just from here to there. Yeah? So I just want to show you one more time just to make sure, and then I'll get started on the actual letters. So that's how you end it. You just do on the end. I'll pretend I'm doing an H so you can see what it would be like. Once you get in the kind of groove of it, it's really not difficult at all. The most difficult part is trying to make all your stitches the same length. Yeah? Okay. So for the actual letters, I'm using 2 strands, just 2. So you're going to have to separate your thread from 6 strands just down to 2 strands. I'm using the same needle that I was before, that I use all the time. But if you want to use a smaller needle, you can go ahead and change that as well. But it's just if you feel like it. So I've put a little knot in the back. And let's get started. I put this in the middle and then zoom in so you can see the stitches. Okay. Then you're gonna make them really tiny. Trying to make sure all of them are about the same length. So for mine, I can get 4. 4 stitches here. Then we've done the first part of the H, and I'm going to turn my hoop to the side like this so I can make sure to do it straight. So the H is finished. I'm gonna go straight back down and start from the bottom and go up to the tip of the A. I know these are really, really tiny, but it does make the letters a little bit thicker. Hi, George. How are you, babes? We get to go see George on Friday. Like, come on and get here already. Yes, we're going down to London and we're going to see The Lion King. And just generally hang out with my George. I've loved reposting all of your stories from yesterday. Keep them coming. And I'll keep reposting as many as I can throughout the day. There we go. And I'm going to go back down here because I like to go from the bottom up. I'm not a big fan of going from the top down, but you can go. I'll just do it this one so then you can see. It's exactly the same stitch. You're just going this way instead of going the other way. So it looks exactly the same. Now there is another way to do this, but I really don't like doing it. And that's when you make a little loop and then you slide your needle underneath each one. Because I could show that too, even though I don't like that one. I could just do it, you know. Right, so I'll do it like this. So you start here, you make a little loop, just a tiny little stitch. And one of them is called the reverse chain stitch and the other one is a chain stitch. And for each one of these, you need to slide your needle underneath. And this is why I don't like this way, because I don't like sliding my needle under each one. Yeah, so then you come back down here and slide your needle under the two of those that we just did. It's really not my favorite. Sorry, guys. Yeah, those are the two ways that people normally do these. And it's really just personal preference. Some people like it this way, some people like it the other way. Just depends on kind of like what flows best for you. They look pretty much the same. I just don't like sliding my needle under, which is the same reason why I'm not like a huge fan of the woven wagon wheel roses, because sliding your needle under every single one is so tedious. It gets to be so like, ugh. I mean, they look really nice, They're really cute. I'm just taking my sweatshirt off because the heating kicked on. Okay. We're almost finished. I think I can go a little bit quicker with this way of doing the chain stitch as well. Whereas the other one, you kind of have to like really stop and not snag any of the other threads. I don't think for stitch-alongs we've ever really done this stitch for lettering because we didn't really do any lettering in any of the other stitch-alongs. So for this one, we're doing essentially 4 different kinds of lettering. So we have the chain stitch here, and then for this you have 2 options, and then for the Christmas, there's, there we go. There's that stitch as well, so you're getting a lesson in lettering. And we're almost finished. We just have A to do. As always, if you have any questions, you can type them out and leave them here. I'm happy to answer. Or you can DM me after and I'll answer as well. It's up to you. Now today I'm just packing orders and then making a list for to restock kits. So I'm pretty much around all day. Whoops. Just the A to do left. I never listened to this one on YouTube. It's like a Christmassy, this is like Christmas jazz type thing. Because I don't want to go through the knot. You can totally tell that first one is quite big. All right, we're almost finished. I cannot wait to see how you guys do with this. I think some of you will absolutely hate it. But I know some stitchers swear by chain stitch for lettering. Like that's the only thing that they do. So it's good to give it a go and try and see how you like it. This was particularly a challenge because the letters are so small and we're only using 2 strands. So if we had a bigger, you know, a letter that wasn't the size of my fingernail, then it probably would have been a little bit easier. However, you can totally do it. And I could have just done straight stitch for these. You know, 1 straight stitch from here to here, here to here, and then across. But do you know what? This is way more interesting. And I'm all about learning, so if I can do it, you can do it. So there we go. I've got a bit of a hump in mine right here. I'm not sure why that is, but never mind. So there we go. This is what we have so far. Jessie hairs on there. Have a holly jolly Christmas. So holly jolly I think will be maybe tomorrow, or maybe Christmas will be tomorrow. I can't decide. And we'll just keep on stitching on. So yeah, let me know what you think of the chain stitch for lettering. Repost. Be sure if you repost in your stories that you tag me at the Barmy Fox. Otherwise, I can't repost it and I don't see that you've done it. So it's not that I don't like you. It's that I actually can't see I can't see you do it. Yeah? So I hope you have a great Tuesday. And yeah, I will talk with you tomorrow. Bye.